Hello peoples of the conlanging community, I am Pipno, and in this video I'm going to talk about my Toki Pona mod. Let's call it this way, or let's call it a relex. So Tipunsin is its name. So the basic thing that makes Tipunsin different from Toki Pona is the monosyllabic vocabulary, and this feature fixes one problem that Toki Pona has, which is long words. If you're trying to express a concept like music, kalama, musi, it gets 5 syllables long. In Tipunsin, it gets 2 syllables long, kawmuj, because the 2 morphemes are monosyllabic. Kalama becomes kaw, and musi becomes mui. And for making monosyllabic morphemes, I had to construct a more complex phonology. Let's see how it works. Vowels, nothing to say about it, just regular Toki Pona. Now glides are a thing. I had to increase the amount of possible syllables. In Tipunsin, they are I, au, ei, eu, iu, oi, au, ui, ya, ye, yo, you, wa, we, we, wa. And the intersection of these combinations are also possible. For example, yeo, the intersection of ye and el. Consonants. Tipunsin, in comparison to Toki Pona, has one more consonant, h. This consonant is purely epenthetic. It is used not to create homophones when 2 morphemes encounter. The use of the glottal approximant or glottal pseudofricative is ruled by some phonotactics. When similar vowels or semivowels encounter, like y and y, age must be used inside and or between words. Yoi plus yo becomes yoi yo. And age must also be used when the pure adposition of the 2 morphemes caused the accidental formation of the allowed glides. When one morpheme ends with a nasal consonant and the next morpheme begins with a vowel, age must be used. Yan plus un, yanhun, not yanun. However, when the first morpheme ends in a nasal and the second morpheme begins with a semivowel, age is not required. The adposition of sun and yoi is sun yoi. When 2 nasals encounter, alveolar plus alveolar or alveolar plus bilabial, the first nasal becomes L. L. Man plus me becomes malme, not manme. When 2 alveolars encounter, like N and S, there can be an epenthesis of T, like in Tipunsin, because it is hard to make this cluster smoothly. Tipunsin. And 2 other allophones of N are N and M. Sun plus kai, sun kai. Kai plus pun, kampun. Now an example text comparing Toki Pona to Tipunsin. In Toki Pona, Yanlawa eta li yo esike mute. Yanlawa kasa li yo esike mute lontomo kiwen. Yananu li yo esike mute li kama moli. Yanlawa pimeya li yo esike wan lon supa pimeya ona. Now in Tipunsin, Yanlau heta li yo e komeu. Yanlau kasa li yo e komeu lon tokiu. Yanhanu li yo e komeu li kalmoi. Yanlau pei li yo e ko huan lon sao pei hon. And Tipunsin is also friendly for other scripts, like Cyrillic and Chinese. More examples. Tipunsin. Mi pona. I am good. Nei sui. Sinasuli. You're big, you're important. Telipon tau yao. Tila lipona tawa cielo. Water is healthy. Miwi pau henei. Miwi le pakala esina. I need to destroy you. Peuli kintli hun. Pipili lukinli umpa. The bug looks and has sex. Ilaupun hehian. Ilawapona eian. I lead people well. Yan mauen ho. Newi lan wimo. Yan mauen no. Sina wile ala wile moku. Arvin, are you hungry? Done. The objective of monosyllabic morphemes is to make bigger compounds with less syllables. I've brought some compounds, small ones, but still smaller than Toki Pona. Ilo ala sakala, yoisaka, fishing rod. Kamapona, kanpun. Welcome. Ikelukin, kuikin, ugly. Lapepona, laipun. Sleep well. Ilo alasa. Loisa. Spear. Ilo esun. Loisun. Credit card. Mamameli. Malme. Mother. The compounds I have created may not be that accurate. However, there was an attempt to make precise compounds. So comment if you think one of my compounds are not precise. You can also comment new compounds that I can add to my list, whose link I'll leave in the description. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Leave a like if you liked it. Benti.